Another super easy Christmas in July DIY. I love the little wood pieces. Okay, so I have this piece from Michael's that broke, and then I have a wood shim, and then I have this wood block from Michael's also. You can get a lot of these at Dollar Tree though, but they were like $1. So I got them from Michael's. I'm gonna paint the wood block snow white. I'm just going to give it one coat. You can give it a couple of coats if you want it to have full coverage, but I like a little bit of the wood to peek through. I painted around all the sides, the front, the back. The only part you really don't have to worry about is the bottom because it will be standing on the bottom, but you could also go ahead and paint the bottom too. Once I was done with that, I just put that to the side to dry after I got, or like I said, around all of the others. And then I painted the wood shim again, just with one coat because I wanted the grain in the wood to kind of show through. And then I painted the back of the little chalkboard like piece thing that broke that I got from Michael's too, just in case you see the back. I sketched out the face off camera, but just to show you, you can just eyeball it. I'm not the best drawer. I drew the eyes with the little, white circles in the middle and the sides there. I drew the nose for the little carrot nose, and then I sketched out just a cute little smiley face. It does not have to be perfect. You can cut it with your Cricut if you want something nice and perfect, but it's all right if it looks a little rough. I took this orange paint and I went in and I just again went into that line that I did draw. I did come back in with a smaller paintbrush because that one was too thick to really get around into all of the details. I did the same thing with the eyes, just painting in. It was kind of hard to do it holding it up for the camera and then doing it with one hand. So mine did come out a little bit sloppy, but that is okay because it is supposed to look imperfect. So it worked out just fine. But for this, I just gave it one coat too, just going around all of it. I did go back and give a second coat on the nose because I did want it to be just really pretty and bright. But once I was done with that, I glued on the wood shim, just kind of like on a little bit of an angle, but I wanted, every piece to touch the wood block so it could be glued to there. Held that in place until that locked in, and then I glued the chalkboard like piece onto that. So I glued it to the back of the wood shim and to the bottom or the top of the wood block there, and then held that for a little bit too till everything dried in place. And then you flip it over and you can leave it just like that. I decided to give the snowman just a little bit of rosy cheeks. I didn't realize the black paint wasn't dry. But I went in just a little couple dabs of the red and then swished it around before it dried. And then that's when I realized the black paint had not fully dried, but that was okay. But if you're going to do that, you want to do it quickly before the paint does dry. I just used a regular red paint to do that. I touched up where the black paint had smudged into there and then went over it again just to fill it in. I decided to add some greenery to the hat. I just put that on there with hot glue, just pieces from the Dollar Tree. And that is how it turned out. Hope you enjoyed. If you like, follow for more fun DIYs.